gives life meaning. Tell me, do you see it too? The numbers. Tell me, do you see what I see? Yeah. Tell me, do you see it too? The numbers. Tell me, do you see what I see? Yeah. Stop.
Haven't heard that in a while. You know what? Let me quickly play that little intro music again. One more time.
Listen. Do you see the numbers too? Asking them for confirmation, to end the confusion that I'm feeling, to show me what is it that gives life meaning. Tell me, do you see it too? The numbers. Tell me, do you see what I see? Yeah. Tell me, do you see it too? The numbers. Tell me, do you see what I see? Yeah. Stop. Listen. Do you see the numbers too?
All right. Looks like we have a signal. Woke up not too long ago. Well, actually a little while ago. And then I thought, you know what? Let's do a bite-sized edition from last night with what we put out. And just keep it streamlined. Keep the passion at bay, even though, you know, I'm still passionate to go live and, you know, keep it streamlined. But, you know, we won't go all, you know, 2 decibel ranging or anything like that. And it's nice hospitality for, you know, the listener as well sometimes, you know. Sometimes you need it streamlined. Especially when you're somewhat up to speed in your mind's eye. But, you know, it's good to point out certain things on occasion. All right? So don't crucify me too much when I go off. All right, today is Friday. Friday the 20th of March, 2026. Hope you're doing well with whatever you got planned for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the weekend. Again, this is only going to be audio, but you can follow along somewhat with the community wall post. And what again drove me to even do the bite size, you know, it's such an important situation that's going on here with all the things that factor in. So again, just doing my bit first and foremost. Shout out to the cosmos, as always. Gratitude. Sincere. Yeah, and it's got to be done, man. Got to be done for the people. Zombified or not. Because as you know, you never know who it may reach. And even if it is just that one person, that's still just going to be one in the haystack that, you know, comes across this type of information to truly be able to see through the madness. Or if it's just me alone, wherever the case may be, is what it is. If it's a bunch of people, if it's loads of people, you know, at the end of the day, I can only do and say so much. So and for the next few days, we're not going to overpost too much of anything else, only to do with, you know, the situation at hand. For the most part, obviously you might get some other links and posts on the community wall post, but be sure to catch and use and go through so you can easily find it, because it's just near the top and you have to scroll down a tiny bit and we'll get this started right now. So I already have put out information for this, so if you haven't seen that already, be sure to catch that. Although tonight I'm planning to do a stream around 10 o'clock this evening, and we will cover everything. And of course, in the course of today, I'll be doing more research and catching some stuff and updates with things and all of that stuff. So again, the situation, broke this month, and I see it happening. And even before I started looking to the numbers, I thought, oh, is there something to that? A couple of weeks go by, then I thought, all right, let me look into it. So I began looking into it. And somebody yesterday, this is a bite size. I don't know who joined, but if you're a regular, this is going to be a bite size. I'm going to keep it really streamlined. Be about half an hour. Just want to go over these points because it's very important. So again, go on my community wall posts if you want to follow along. If you scroll down to basically the one slide after the thumbnail, so you have a couple of thumbnails for the video, go past those, or for the stream or whatever, go past those, and the next one, it's like a notepad, it's one slide. Tap it so you can get the full screen of it. Of course, you will still hear me, it won't cut off from the video or the stream. Now, yesterday, after doing my original entry for and with the discoveries I already found, some of which we're going to go over now, a friend of mine sent me a message on Telegram, and the message was about the planned simulation for an outbreak to do with meningitis, right? Now we're going to get to that few slides for that, which is underneath the one I said to you to go to first, right? Where you can see it says National Health Service, and you can see that I've put on July 16th, basically I found one of their posts last year, right? Official from the NHS, and it was to do with simulation runs, to do with exercise Pegasus. Now imagine, up until yesterday, I forgot all about it. So this is me in November last year. So I'm going through their planned timings to do such and such from the original post, which was July 16th. And their first drill, because they're doing a drill exercise, is September 18th. All right? So we're going to get to and see how it ties in with the post below this. So if you quickly go to the post below this, and it's got the green background, the purple bit at the top from the UK government. These slides is what came from my friend that sent me somebody's post on Facebook. That made me remember what I read as a comment on somebody's video when I was doing a little bit of research and just mapping the planned drills with exercise Cygnus for when they was going to do it. So again, you've got the UK government and NHS with the planned drills for meningitis, right? And corresponding partners in that is the Kent area. Local participation was coordinated by partners. This is the third slide, the one underneath the notepad one. So if you go down, go to slide 3, and you can see England /regional ... and then it says local participation was coordinated with partners like the Kent and Midway Resilience Forum. Then it says operation centers. The exercise involved testing the government buildings with specific interventions mentioned at the locations involving the health and safety executive, right? And then underneath that, you can see, look, the simulation consisted of. But anyway, go back to the slide before that. What does that say? Exercise Pegasus was based on a novel enterovirus, however you say that, excuse me, originating from a fictional island, right? The enteroviruses are a group of viruses that usually cause a mild illness or cause mild illnesses, but can lead to serious conditions such as meningitis. Let's go back to the first slide. You can see it here. Pandemic preparedness, exercise Pegasus. And if you didn't know, Pegasus is a mythical horse with wings. And we're going to break down why that's so important in a moment. Now, if you go to the slides or the slide above that, and it's only one slide with the NHS stuff that I already spoke about, you can see National Health Service put out a post, official, July 16th, and it's 65 days from that post to the first Pegasus drill in September. So they had a couple dotted around, right? September 18th, and then you had, I don't know if there was another one in between the time, but to September. But just looking at this one here, September, then November. Now, even though I haven't got November here, I know at the time I mapped it with the date duration. I probably didn't see anything, so I just went with the first one, which was from the post to the 18th of September. Right? Again, remember, Pegasus is a horse. And we just went into the fire horse year. Basically, you know, Chinese zodiac stuff. We've just gone into the year of the horse, which is dubbed this time around the fire horse. We're going to get to why that's all important. I've already broke it down already, but I just need to go over it again. All right? And again, just know, even though it's not written here, but I think I've read it in the comments next to this. So let me quickly go in here. Horse equals 65, winged stallion 65, pandemic 65, United Kingdom 65, meningitis 65. And as you can see here, with the mapping of the date, is 65 days from the post of July 16 to September 18th. All right? So again, horse 65, meningitis 65, winged stallion 65, pandemic 65. And the guy that found the pathologist in 1805, that was the year 1805, he was the first person that discovered the bacterial form of, you know, meningitis. And he's born in Switzerland. Now think about it. A fire horse, we've just got into that year, started in February 17th, which is the day before this man's birthday. Gaspard, right, is born in Switzerland. And there's a link. Did I put it? Actually, the link is with the Parliament post there, right? That we just went through with the green background and the purple at the top. UK Parliament, pandemic preparedness, exercise sickness. See what I wrote at the top in the caption? And you've got a link. That link to do with the La Constellation Bar in Switzerland, New Year's Eve ritual. Now, if you go hit that link, that will be via Decoding with Cody, who was breaking down a lot of the symbolism that took place and the teenagers that died in the fire. So you let that marinate a second there, yeah? Now, through time, you know, different tribes or Hindi religion or this one, that one, could be Buddhist or monks, whoever, right? You will have sometimes different people or groups that may personify a specific thing. So I think it was the Sirius Dog Star that tied in, one of those stars, like the Sirius Dog Star, which tied in with the symbolisms. Because again, think about it, constellation bar, the constellations above. Also, Pegasus equals 88. You got 88 constellations. And again, going back to how people have different personifications of certain things, right? How they deem the attributes, or you know, they see it in whatever way. Not everybody sees it as. I'm pretty sure it was the Dog Star Sirius, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, whatever that was, these people, when you look it up, or there's another type of personification, which is for a horse. Now, going back to that notepad bit, there's a lot of tie-ins with a lot of the stuff that they're doing right now with the power grids going down. Of course, you had Cuba the other day. I'm not sure if their power grid is still off. They've done a lot of stuff in Nigeria that I mapped. I put out video for. You know, they've done the power cuts about 4 times in Nigeria, one of which was on the day with Anthony Joshua's sacrificial situation to do with his 2 friends. I've done all the dub plates on that with Anthony Joshua, the Jake Paul fight, and how it relates and factors in with the Drake curse, you know, the rapper Drake, the Drake curse, mapping that actually since 2019 with the Anthony Joshua Andy Ruiz fight. If you're not up to speed, just go and watch that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be doing a bite-size for Anthony Joshua tomorrow, as it is the 21st of March, which was the day that he took the photo with Drake. And he said, oh yeah, I'm going to beat the Drake curse. And then he fights Andy Ruiz on June 1st, the day that leaves 201 days of the year. The Drake curse equals 213. Death equals 213. And again, he walked out with Freeway, the rapper, to fight Jake Paul. And he has a crash on the freeway, so to speak, whatever they was it. You got motorway, freeway. There's another word that I'm forgetting right now. Highway. He came out with the Nigerian flag. And from that rapper's birthday, it's to Anthony Joshua's birthday, 2 months, 1 week, 3 days. Even they made a Philadelphia day for the rapper Freeway. And what day did they make it on? I think it was on 2023 or 2024. They made a day for the rapper Freeway called Philadelphia Freeway Day. It was on the same day that Anthony Joshua fought Andy Ruiz in 2019, June 1st, which leaves 213 days of the year. And there's even more 213s. I'm not going to go through them all right now, but just, yeah, hold that for right now. And if you know, the other part that I wrote here to do with the Stranger Things, Season 1, Episode 5. And basically, you had somebody called, I don't know if it was like a solar flare a couple of centuries back, big one, took out power grids. And somebody that did, you know, whatever type of discoveries to whatever the case may be, that factored in with that, they named, I think that, whatever the guy did, I can't remember exactly what he did, but I don't know if they named it the Carrington solar flare or something that the guy did, or maybe he might have made a special instrument that can detect something, or however it went, I can't remember right now. But I'm pretty sure his name was Carrington. And then they had an NFL player, National Football League in America, or National Fixed League, because you know a lot of it's scripted and rigged, just like boxing and many sports. But anyway, his name is Carrington. And quick sidebar on a sidebar, you even had the like leading up to certain football stuff, or before a certain match is going to go down, or if it was for a Super Bowl, they had an advert with one of the players. I think if I remember correctly, he walks in from the pitch, then he goes inside, inside the back, back of the stadium, inside, and he doesn't go to the changing room. He goes into one room and turns off the power. Turns off the power. All the lights go out in the stadium. All of America blacks out. And then, as I'm saying, at the beginning of season 5, episode 1 of Stranger Things, you have somebody called Harrington, much like Carrington. You got somebody called Harrington with a H, and of course the first letter again is a H, and of course the first letter of horse is a H. And as I say, Harrington turns off the power, in the first 2 minutes, 5 minutes opening season 5, episode 1, Stranger Things. He turns off the power because they're trying to check something or whatever the children or teenagers or whatever they're doing. So what are the odds? Again, Spain last year, they did a power cut. They've done Texas power cuts. We forecasted that one in the community. But anyway, getting back to this meningitis stuff. And Gaspard, the founder of meningitis, his birthday is the day after the year of the horse just began. So think about it. They did a pandemic simulation last year in the UK, sanctioned by the government in Kent for meningitis. And now we've got a meningitis outbreak a few months later. I mean, give me a break. All right, so again, Gaspard, the founder of meningitis, his birthday is the day after the year of the horse begins, which is February 17th. His birthday is February 18th. And he's even born on a day of a life lesson of 38. He's born in 1746, right? February 18th, 2 add 18, add 1, add 7, add 4, add 6 equals 38. Pegasus equals 38. Pandemic 38. Give me a moment here. I need to go to my notes. So think about the ritual. So you got young adults, teenagers going to university. Some have already died. Many are ill. Now, obviously, they're going to be forced, unknowingly, not knowing, basically forced to go and get pokey in their arm, vaccinations and whatnot, antibiotics. Give me a moment here, just pulling up some of my notes. That's not on the community wall post. Fire equals 38. Pegasus 38. Of course, these type of bacteria and whatnot can kill. Chilling 38. Again, this is clearly a Masonic ritual. Masonic 38. Words or terms like found dead, collapsed, yeah, destroy, cancel, death, murder 38. Again, pandemic 38, if I didn't already say that just now. And going back to the 88 constellations, Pegasus equals 88, as I said. Exercise equals 88 as well. Fire horse equals 140. Drop the 0. Kent equals 14. And remember the word dead and end. Think about end of life or whatever. End equals 14. Dead also equals 14. And I think the guy died, the founder of the meningitis stuff, the pathologist, he died in 1814. Yeah, he died in 1814. 14. Oh, one I forgot to say. No, did I say it earlier? If I didn't say it earlier, I think I did actually. United Kingdom 65, pandemic 65, horse equals 65. And the day that they deemed it a national incident concerning this outbreak, after it started around 4th of March with the babe Niley Rose Fletcher. And then, of course, the nightclub situation, the club chemistry, where they're saying they think that's where, the main of it came from. Again, CC 33, police people order, masonry, society, words like corona equals 33. Again, it's 33 degrees of Freemasonry. But anyway, so after those couple of days are passed, then when the officials deem it a national incident, what day is it? It's March 13th. 313, 313. The 65th prime is 313. Again, this is not random. This is definitely not organic. This is definitely nefarious. Very evil, very satanic what they're doing here. Bear with me one moment. If you write out year of the fire horse equals 107. And from the November 4th date with the simulation, it's 107 days. Go figure. Or a span of 3 months, 2 weeks, 0 days, so 32. Again, UK abbreviation, sorry, United Kingdom, the abbreviated UK. UK equals 32. Also, November 4th is the 308th day of the year. So drop the 0, 38, as we went over those 38s just a little while ago. Year of the horse equals 66. And this year, with his birthday, the founder of the bacteria, meningitis, February 18th, has numerology of 66. 2 at 18, at 20, at 26 equals 66. Year of the horse equals 66. Also, exercise 43. I'm pretty sure pandemic equals 43. I can find it one of those slides just to get confirmation. Yeah, 43 again. Killing 43, Masonic 43. So it rolls nicely with the 38 that I mentioned, Masonic and killing 38, and all the other 38s that factor in. And remember, I'll quickly say this in the stream. Basically, there was a breakout of this bacteria situation in 1805. And they say 33 people died. And if I'm not mistaken, it was either yesterday or the day before, it went up to 33 people infected with the situation in Kent. Again, club chemistry, the third letter C, 33. And you know the level 33, there's 33 degrees in Freemasonry. Just find this slide. And also with the whole stuff, before I continue with the 1805 outbreak, just quickly, you had it's just in my mind, so I don't forget. I know I said it yesterday, but it just coming to my mind. it wasn't that long ago. There was a big story. I don't think it was more than 2 years ago. I'm pretty sure it wasn't more than 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. But wasn't there 2 horses running wild in London? Do you remember that on the news? A black and white horse. And who loves the whole duality situation? Who has the checkered board in the Freemasonic lodges? Did I mention the year of the horse and Pegasus? And we've been following, or others have, and I've been catching other people's posts and videos. There's been a lot of mapping of a lot of symbolism with, you know, things happening across the world, different places. You know what I mean? Whether it was in Oriental land, Asia, whatever, France, America, you know, been a lot of symbolism before this year broke. So go figure. Now, when the outbreak, you know, the 1805 stuff with the 33 people that died, they say it happened at the beginning of January. I couldn't get a specific date, but, you know, I just typed in, you know, January 1st. Now, if you run that date, let me just find the slide here. Where's the slide gone? Oh, yes, the thumbnail from my last video. No, not that one. Is it this one? It's near that. It's underneath the brain cancer situation with Charlotte. You can see the girl picture there if you're scrolling. And you want to go to the 8th picture, right? So you can see I've got the split picture here with the thumbnail in the newspaper or the news online, the Sun News, showing the university and all of that stuff. So if you just quickly go to slide 8, you can see, right? 1805, January 1st. 2, when they deemed it a national incident, 221 years, 221. Can you see that? That's the person's name. Gaspard, again, I'm not even going to try and get my tongue around that guy's name. Again, he's born in Switzerland. You had the Switzerland bar fire with all the teenagers that got burnt alive. Now you've got teens, young adults going to uni, exercise Pegasus. You've got the horse symbolism with all the stuff going on over there. Go and watch Decoding with Cody. Again, the slides or the section on my community wall post, and the first one is green background with purple at the top, and it says the UK Parliament, exercise sickness, preparedness, yada, yada, yada. There's a link right there, and it says Lee Constellation bar. Hit that link. Full visual, all on the screen. He's going through it, giving dub plates. Yeah, just like I'm giving you some low-hanging fruits and some dub plates. So the guy's full name, Gaspard, you know, and his last name. Again, if you reverse the alphabet, A becomes 26, Z becomes 1, add it all up, 221. Much like 221 years to when they deemed it in present day a national incident. Wow. I mean, that's a dub plate right there. That is a dub plate right there. Now, the original name for, it's called basically meningitis. The original name is meningococcal, however you pronounce it, right? It equals 114, much like November 4th. Also, Gaspard equals 66. Again, you're at a horse 66. But anywho, hold up here. Now, pandemic equals 151. Meningitis equals 151. Give me a moment here. I'm trying to find the right slide from my gallery. Remember, I just mentioned recently the 32 with the 3 months, 2 days. Here it is. So the 3 months, 2 days, or a span of 15 weeks and 1 day from the simulation 11/4 2025 to, so November 4th to this guy's birthday, the guy that discovered meningitis. So February 18th, the day after the year of the horse begins, as we've said already. So if you don't do the 3 months, 2 weeks, again, UK 32, anywho, the alternative span. I remember year of the fire horse is 107, that's the other duration as well. Year of the fire horse, 107, 107 days from the date in question to this guy's birthday. Anywho, alternative span is 15 weeks and 1 day. 15 weeks and 1 day. 151. Meningitis equals 151. Pandemic 151. And again, going back to the original name, the meningocow, right? The original name for meningitis. Excuse me, I'm probably butchering it how you say it, excuse me. But as well as the 114, like November 4th, it also equates to 237. If you do 2 times 3 times 7, it equals 42. Vaccine equals 42. Freemasonry 42, the elite 42, Zionist 42. You know they love Saturn 42. Pretty sure outbreak equals 93. Again, the practice of Thelema, the worship of 93, going back to Aleister Crowley. Because a lot of these stuff and dark works have all been implemented into the system erect. Also, meningitis 56, Society of Jesus 56, Society of Jesus, aka the Jesuit Order. And also the Jesuit Order, and if you write out Canterbury, Kent, it equals 201. Huge number concerning the Jesuits. Gone over it so many times. I'm not going to sidebar about that today. I'll do that when I come back later. Should be tonight. And we'll quickly go over a stabbing case as well. I'll put up the screens, the slides, situation reveal. I have put the slides up on the community wall post, so I'll quickly go over that as well. There was a young man that got stabbed, and it's got all the classic numbers, so we're going to go over that as well in a moment. There's a 129 somewhere here. Hold up. I can wrap this up now. Anything I've missed, I would have said it last night. And I'll definitely won't miss later on when I come back on. So be on the lookout for it. If you can share the video. That is probably the most important thing that you can do. Share the video, download the video. You know, a lot of things we take for granted, right? As I say, when Facebook, you know, when they do their planned stuff, server, changing the server, and or somebody messed up the password, and then we can see that they done it by the numbers, or YouTube's down, or there's some, you know, cloud, what's that? What's it called? Is it called Cloudflare? Is that thing that's in between the information that, you know, helps the sites and the servers? You know, we done documented a lot of that in the last year and a bit. So, you know, go figure. Find the playlists and all the videos. I mean, you know, Yeah, I think I'll wrap that up here. There was another bit, but I'll just save it with the 129 because I can't see the slide right now. Can't bother to fart, ask and look around. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to just keep it a bit more streamlined. Quick one. We'll be at 45 minutes. We'll be about another 5 minutes, and we'll keep it moving. And catch you on the rebound, maybe. Yeah. So let's deal with this young man. I'll get a drink. Let's deal with this young man that unfortunately lost his life. So again, we've got this underneath yuck mouth. If you haven't seen the slide that I put up for yuck mouth, it was a slide I put up before when he was flapping gums, coming online, getting bent out of shape all fast and furious like I idiot. I have put this up before, but you know, I thought I'd let you see. Look at his mouth. And no woman's gonna want them lips and mouth to caress her body. Neck, lips, chest, north and south, and all them things. You're better to take your ass and sort out your mouth. And as I say, Captain Yucky, you know, if you buy it quick while it's on special offer, because you know it's on $89, yeah, you'll get 2 NOS Nitro canisters for free. We'll put in an extra bundle. Oh man, we will put in an extra bundle, yeah? So you can work the power brush and get a deep scrub, a deep cleanse. Oh man. Oh. Yes. Nothing more, boy, is it? I mean, just look at this. Look at the spit flying. Look at his mouth. Rotted. What happened to it? Listen, you better go get some turkey tea or do something, my man. Because that is not looking sexy. We'll get you, make sure you got extra big ones in there put in as well. Make it look like Jim Carrey from The Mask. You see it? Yeah. So anyway, yeah, as I was saying, listen, with the special offer, right? If you do it while stocks last, and when you order online, if you don't come into the shop, if you order online, yeah, you'll get a instant dental appointment allocated for you as well. And or yeah, because we can even bring in a raffle. we can bring in a raffle, and you might get a free trip to Turkey and get turkey teeth. Go and get your turkey teeth done, because they're dirty mouth, yuck mouth. Yeah. Oh my goodness, yuck mouth. I suffer him out nasty, rotted. Oh man. I notice you and your friend silent. I've been calling you out. Where them there? Where you at now? I hope Amy cracked their code sees this. I hope you get a chuckle if you see this, my lovely. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So instead of coming online all fast and furious, getting bent out of shape, what you need to use is the power scrub, the scrub down 3000. Use it all fast and furious for about half hour, 45-minute scrub. Oh. Oh my goodness, yo, that is could emote. You know, you just strap the canister on. It just clips in as well. Yeah? It clips on, no long thing. You hit that nosh now, that power brush is gonna work. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my goodness. Anyway, right. So this young man that died, unfortunately, right? So Blade Horror, the teen who died after being stabbed in the neck on Upmarket Street, is pictured as man 31 has been charged. So here is the man here. Condolences to friends and the family. Right. His name's Burkan Demir. Died after he was stabbed in the neck. The Metropolitan Police rushed to the address in Lena Gardens, Lena Gardens, Hammersmith, just after 6 p.m. on Sunday evening, just gone. So that was what, March 15th? Because Pi Day was Saturday, the day before. Emergency services found the two men, obviously it was two men found with stab wounds. I think one died. Right. So stab wounds in a road where the family homes can sell up to 2.4 million. All right, upmarket for real. But unfortunately, despite their best efforts, Burkan died at the scene. It was previously reported. Ahmed said he was also injured and taken to hospital before he was arrested on suspicion of murder. All right. Now, March 15th. Now, unfortunately as well, again, he died on the day that is a key day that's got heavy precipitation. All right. All the polarization characteristics of tragedy to take place, much of which were usually, do you know what? I'll have to check. I wouldn't be surprised if I check in America and there was probably a club shooting, a mass shooting or something like that. Every month there's always, or a celebrity death or something like that. I'm going to have to quickly check back. I may have even seen the video or something pop up, but I didn't realize, oh shit, that person died on that day, yeah? And it was looking suspicious. And even if it wasn't suspicious, just know the numbers, yeah? The kill date with the numerology of 64, 28, 44, sometimes 37, shooting 37, knife man 37, knife man 44, kill 44, again, kill 64 and kill 28. And he was a teenager, right? Teen, this guy said he was a teen. Teen equals 64, 44, 19. So you got a 19 numerology, 17 numerology as well. He died on the 74th day of the year. Stabbing equals 74, killing 74. You see? His full name equals 201. Drop the 0, 21. Neck equals 21. Sunday 21. His first name, Burkan, equals trouble 1. Blade equals trouble 1. Where he died, Lena Gardens equals 197. The 45th prime is 197. Knife equals 45. Again, the 45th prime, 197. Knife 45. 45th prime, 197. He died on Lena Gardens. Lena Gardens equals 197. You see? And his last name. Oh, what? Oh, do you know what? I'm going to have to check that in real time. Let me double check. Did the news do it twice and they did it? Oh, I might have to take that bit off. Hold up. Hold up here. Might have to amend in real time. I'll double check though with the correct spelling, but I know sometimes they may misspell stuff and misput, you know, whatever. Give me a moment here. This guy that died with the knife situation. Give me a moment here. Oh man, let me pull up the article. I'll pull up the article quickly. Here it is. Give me one moment here. No, it is DA. No, wait. Hold up. Hold up. Yeah, DAR. I mean DAMIR. Let me just look around just to see if they changed it. Yeah, see, one place they've got DEMIR. So let me double check that spelling as well. See, I knew I wasn't tripping. In my mind, I looked and I saw it, and I'm like, hold up. Give me a moment here. Just double check his last name with the other spelling. But anyway, 945 and the spelling, the DAMIR equals 45 and 27 and 90 like knife. Yeah? Again, found dead, even though they found him alive, but then, he died, as they was trying to, tend to his wounds. But found dead 74, stabbing 74, killing 74. Right, let's do the DEMIR. Well, the day of the news, you've got a life lesson of 32. And it's just let me just, let me write in the what's it called there, see what AI pulls up for me. Sometimes with these news reports, they do conflicting stuff, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, what was it? Burkan. Let's see what AI does. Hold on, let's just see. They've got an EMIR, so DEMIR. But I have had conflicting stuff here as well, sometimes with the AI. And you know what? So I don't want to go all phonetic and etymology, but sometimes some of these letters, like the A and the E and the I or some stuff like that, it can actually be interchangeable. Not that I'm just trying to make it work, but you know what I mean? It can happen. Right, I'll leave it there anyway. Do you know what? Let me just check one more news article or a couple, just to see the majority, right? Just to see. We'll go with the majority. So let's choose another one. Here we got Metro. Let's see what Metro's got. They got it ER in Metro. Right, let's check it. Let me go through the report. Let's see if it changes. Let's see if it changes. They've got his aunt. Her one's DEMIR. All right, fair enough. Let's keep looking. Then I'll check two more other outlets just to see, and I'll go with the majority. As I say, we've seen enough times when, it is the name and it does match, whatever the case may be, with murder and knife and whatever. So this is just one where, it didn't have that part out of, thousands of entries that do have it. So, it's minor, to be fair. But let's just see, man, because sometimes these reports are conflicting. Let's choose, what's this one now? London Evening Standard. Let's try that one now. They've got an E as well. All right, maybe it is E. All right, they've got it here again, E. And I'll do one more just to see. So we checked it 3 times, or 3 different outlets, excuse me. Oh, look, just here as well, it says Burkan is the 3rd teenager to be killed in 2026. A 16-year-old boy is charged with murdering an 18-year-old. All right, let's get this person's name. Malachi Sharma in Victoria Road, Feltham, January 12th. So we'll even have a quick look at that as well in real time. All right, so let's get that ready for the copy and paste. Victoria Road, Feltham, Maliki Sharma. Right, we'll have a look at that, and that was January 12th, 2026. Right, we'll do one more news outlet. Daily Express. What are you saying? Look at the time. Updated at 2:28. Death equals 2:28. What's all this? Can you get out of the way? Oh, I've got to pay for it. Got to pay for your propaganda. Not saying this story is propaganda per se, but you know what I mean? Even though you're still working your hocus pocus with the time that you put it up, 2:28, you fucker. You know, like that. Let me see if I can quickly press X before it loads the page fully. You know, like you can kind of bypass. Oh, this one's got A. See? It's got A. Let's see if it says A again. Does it say A again? Fuck it, can't see anymore. It's at the end of it anyway. All right, let's fuck that off now. Right, what is it? January 12th, Victoria, Feltham. Victoria Road, Feltham. Maliki Sharma. Right, boom. Let's do this quickly in real time. Let's quickly change this background music. Let's do that one. Oh man. Whew. Yeah, wait. January 12th. Let's punch that into the date duration. We'll kill 59, numerology. Dead 14, 14 numerology, end 14. All right, let's have a look at the name. Drum roll. What's it gonna be? Will it be the same? I can't wait. That is a tune. I heard that two-step garage tune for time. I had that on record and shit. That was a rhythm. Do 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 do, and the trumpets coming on the saxophone. That was a tune. Hey, you wanna say I go away? Do 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 do. Yeah, that was a rhythm. Do 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 do. Do you wanna let I go away? Woo! There we go. Instantly. Maliki Shwama 115 52 209 and 83. Is it Stab and Stab Wound 29? Let's quickly punch that in quickly and then we'll split the name up. Stab in and Stab Wound. And Stab Wound. Stab Wound 29 is Stabbing 29. I'm pretty sure it is. Yep. Same cipher as the 52. Stabbing and Stab Wound 52 and 29. The full name of the person, Maliki or Malachi, or Maliki Sharma equals 52, 29, 209, drop the 0. You see? Stabbing and Stab Wound 52, 29. Also 115, killing 115, 83 as well, murder 83. Come on. Seen it tens of thousands of times. Ooh, woo. 44 and 28. Kill 28, kill 44. Kill 17 as well. You got the 107 with the first name. Knife Man, if it was a man or a woman, because you know the term regardless. Knife Man 44. You see? Seen this a million times. But definitely tens of thousands by now. You know how many decodes I've done and seen since 2016? How whirl are them? How whirl are them? Truckload, trust me. Whirl of trucks. Whirl of sheds. A whirl of haystacks. Reach to the moon and back. Again, the moon is not that far. It's not 200 and... how many miles they say? 240,000 miles. Yeah, 240, something like that. 239. Bullshit. Anywho, I'll catch you on the rebound. Wholeness, spread love on that hashtag. Don't be a basic beast brainer and give gracious gratitude, but take no shit. Catch you on the rebound. Maybe.